That sounds pretty unbalanced, but it's up to them. Game settings. Like this, like this. Like this. So we are back with some more casting in Age of Empires Definitive Edition. We're back with some 2v2 Farmers Cup. This time we have Blackwoltz, Team Blackwoltz and Team Vertex. Team Blackwoltz and Vertex versus Team GenieAoE Bubzzz. Let's see how this goes. On the top side we got Blackwoltz as Syrian, starting off with some berries, some gazelles on the top, and some nice gazelles on the top, and some gazelles on the bottom. Plenty of forest, I would say, to get him started. Let's see if he exploded. He's got plenty more resources in forward, so if he decides to go to the center, it's gonna be a very good call for him. Also, this little gap here might be very easy to wall, so booming here is gonna be a dream. On the other side, we got Vertex as Persian, starting off with some gazelles already being lured, quickly getting a bit of a lag in there. 2 gazelles already lured, pretty useful for Persian. You can see a nice forest with some gold stone here as well, so this pit might be much better if he wants to go for a slinger rush. Some gazelles on the bottom, as you will see, very close to the center as well, so he might be able to just wall this off if he decides to do it. This is also a very good heal on the front, getting some nice offensing here. Some defensing here would be pretty good. Just get some barracks and your slingers will be pretty much unbeatable. Just closing all the gaps and it will be your only entrance to your race. Next we got, on the other team, we got Genie as Macedonian. Macedonian having that little extra of vision. It's gonna help him a lot exploring and getting his resources. You can already see he's already lured his gazelles without any problem. He's got 2 elephants on the bottom, so he might not have any trouble. He has an artifact, so he's exploring as well. He might have found out these gazelles. So Genie is gonna be pretty plentiful. You can see he's already scenting a painter, but look like painter's getting some trouble, getting a bit of an attack in there. And last but not least, we got Bubzzz as Sumerian. Sumerian having those extra HP bonus helps out a lot in the next in the rushes, to survive in the rushes. Let's see if he is able to survive or attack as well. You can see he is also very close to the forest, to the center. There's some nice easy walls in here that he could try. You can see he's already pinned to the center. That's a very nice start from him, because starting like this is going to be set him up for a lot of economy later on, without worrying to find more wood in his base. He has some berries in here, kind of far away. You can see he's got some elephant. He has an easy wall in here as well. Be a very good base for Bubzzz if he decides to be. You can see some more gazelles, some more elephants, so he's not lacking in anything. No, another elephant and another set of gazelles. Pretty rich land, if you ask me, for Bubzzz. Also, just notice he has a close access to stone, which might become crucial when the slingers come. In the economy, we can see all players going 20, so no one taking a chance of doing something else. Going forward, we can see Blackwoltz kind of scenting a painter, and you can see he is probably trying to find where his opponent is. He might already know the layout of the base, that this is a good place to go, and you can see he knows this is a main forest, so he puts a barracks right here. He's gonna try to get all this for him, which is an excellent call for him. Having this setup, Vertex as well, probably putting very forward base, actually. Some barracks in here as well, so instead of taking the hill, he's going a bit more forward, which is a good call as well. He's got some gazelles in here, he's got some elephants, he's got more gazelles, so this place is perfectly understandable why he wants to protect. And on the other hand, on the other team, we can see the barracks are already coming up. I don't know if Bubzzz is gonna try to do a wall like he's like in here. He probably wants to do cover this area, protect this area with his wallet, with the natural resources, with the gold, with the Genie. You can see second barrack coming up. Genie kind of very far. His barracks are a bit far, not really protecting anything. Might be the one with the worst positioning in here. So let's see how that plays out. On the other hand, we can see both players exploring quite vastly. So he already knows how more or less the layout of the map. Vertex might try to do something. I'm seeing he's the one with the most walls in sometimes. He's got 4 slingers already up. And with the upgrade already, so many of them are to come for sure. Blackwoltz, on the other hand, Queen. Oh, he's a Syrian. I just forgot. I just realized he's a Syrian. So he's not gonna go for the slingers. He's gonna go for a base. It might be an interesting call because you can see Scout already alerting the enemy. Blackwoltz already knows that the slingers are coming. He better be ready because Blackwoltz, no resources actually. It's gonna be a tough call for Blackwoltz to defend himself. He's already walling up his base. He's getting some resources. He has some house, which might be dangerous. He has the attack up right now, which is a good thing, so that he can defend himself. He's gonna start to get some scouts. Nice micro coming from Bubzzz, but this attack is gonna win from the side of Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz doing an excellent job delaying the massive slinger. So on this side, Bubzzz is gonna have to try to do something with some trying to get a bigger mass. As you can see, no activity just yet from this side. Making scouts, taking his time. It's a very dangerous setup, but it's gonna pay off quite well. This base probably completely empty, so he's already migrating to the center, which is the best call. If you ask me, he needs to find much more resources though, because right now he is pretty limited on the food sources, and you can see this lingering volley is just growing by the second. So the other hand, Vertex is in the Bubzzz just growing crazy with queuing an exceedingly amount of slingers in the barracks. On the other hand, you can see Vertex taking his time while in this part. He seems to have control. He's got 3 barracks, and he seems to have control over Genie. Genie being pushed back in his own base, the slingers not being able to do as much. Resorting to farms already very early on in the game. Right now, it doesn't seem to be a good scenario for Genie. Genie 34 population against 50 from Vertex. Vertex definitely on the upper hand. The economy thriving from Vertex. The villagers just getting resources left and right. Starting to getting a town center in the forest, which is an excellent call. Starting to make farms, an excellent call as well, because he has kind of used up all the resources. There's still some vessels here. I don't think he has found those. You can see Vertex is in total control here. Total control, and his barracks are already camped. So no more units coming from Genie. Genie not being able to produce, just having all these people idle actually. He has a lot of idle villagers. And then this is not gonna help in his case. You can see this is not a good end from the side of Genie. Genie is not gonna be able to defend himself anymore. Vertex probably not growing too much anymore, just growing his economy, starting to get some farms, so he's gonna go to the bronze pretty soon. On the other hand, you can see Vertex Bubzzz. You're going resorting to some attacks. He's made 3 barracks now, so now he's gonna try to get some offense going. On the other hand, you can see Blackwoltz not giving up just yet, getting his amount of scouts. He's all ready for an attack. However, he needs to be selective with his attack because these slingers, once they are massed up, then once they're piled up, they get a lot of damage done. You want to get like an engagement like that with the numbers all together. Once they do it like that, you can easily wipe out the slingers, and you can see the numbers here kind of favoring Bubzzz. 4 scouts against 2 slingers. These 2 slingers are badly damaged though, but like this little miss micro causes a lot of damage. Blackwoltz still have some bowmen, so still got some units to work in, getting his economy back up. His 26 population against the 59 of Vertex. So Vertex going bananas with the slinger, and now the slingers from Vertex are coming in to get some damage into Bubzzz as well. Genie not really doing anything anymore, just starting to get his production back. Just getting, he's got his farm, he's got his unit, he's got some wood, but he's very behind against Vertex, and Vertex is not gonna waste on time on him anymore. Instead of searching for him, he went to the other guy, which is Bubzzz. Bubzzz 2v1, hard time. So this is gonna give some breathing air to Blackwoltz, which Blackwoltz is completely growing into farm. He has completely cornered himself in this little base. I could call. He's growing happily, not even making scouts anymore. Getting these scouts into the base, getting some damage in the units. This scout being very hit. Gonna try to get some damage instead of trying to fight the slingers. So he's going for the Sumerian villagers, which are very tanky, but they're still gonna fight. One second. No, de hecho me salió que la aplicación falló. Ajá, te lo iba a comentar, pero es que empezaron otro set. Now, I was saying the timeline, I think it's looking pretty balanced still, a bit in favor of this other of. Oh well, this is really balanced. So, however, oh, I cannot see the information of Genie for some reason. That's very weird. 42, 27, 30. So Vertex having a big upper hand. Genie not having a good time at all. Running away from his base. You can see the bronze is coming on the side of Vertex. What's up? ¿Qué onda, FDs? Hello, Jesse. How's it going? So Vertex going for the bronze ASAP. Genie, I mean, Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz still in his base. He's chilling around. Still making scouts. Some slingers in his base from Bubzzz, but Bubzzz kind of saturated his 75 population and he's growing, but he's not really. He should try to wall this because otherwise Vertex is just gonna come to raid again. But you can see Bubzzz kind of has the upper hand against Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz pretty much population being doubled against Bubzzz. Bubzzz not being able to get through just yet. And now that Vertex is in bronze, he's gonna be able to get some caps and wipe everything easily. And Genie is not in a position to defend himself. 50 population, but not really. It's a mess all out everywhere. You can see the slingers are here. Three slingers. His woodmans are going away. The bowmans, the bone is coming, but not doing anything. So many units from Genie, but really doing anything. Some slingers from Bubzzz as well, but a bit too little. They're not gonna grow. You can see population 43 against 60, and Vertex just straight up going full on cavalry, putting 10 on gold, 16 on food. All his base is rightly set up, so really just growing to his heart's content, not really pushing forward. More slingers coming to this side, so instead, oh wow, we just missed a big battle kill coming. It's lots of scouts coming from Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz not really seems to be struggling against these slinger messes. This might be a GG scenario. Both players should try to get to the bronze because again, look at the queue in here. Bubzzz does a lot. He puts way too many slingers. I'm sure many of these with all these units he could probably go to bronze, but they go bananas in the queue for some reason. This slinger mass again fighting, but this engagement of 2 units against 1. An excellent engagement from Blackwoltz, wiping out that mass. Another little mass coming in. This scout's greatly damaged, but being cleaned out. This mass might be able to win this again. This is probably cutting Blackwoltz off work guard, but you can see his defense is kind of messed up right now. However, look like he still has some units up his sleeve, so not completely out. This is a nice queue, like you can see 2 scouts, bowman, villager. Like he knows what he's focusing, and with only this, he is able to retain this, which is slinger, villager, and now we see a Bubzzz, runs from Bubzzz, which I think it's the ideal scenario because Blackwoltz doesn't have the power to win this mass, at least not with scouts in the Tool Age. He's gonna need much more help. Should probably try to get some more walls. Again, that's just my opinion. Vertex, 82 population against Genie, 50 population. This mass still holding some ground, but really with the help of Bubzzz as well, because otherwise this seems to be not going so well actually. But the scouts, there's no problem because these villagers need to go all around just to find some safety. These caps are gonna completely wipe out these units. If they find it, he did not find them. So Vertex went to reduce his caps, try to get some picks on all the other bases. Doesn't seem to be going well. The slingers are there defending himself. Looks like there's gonna be a nice defense, a solid defense. And you can see in this part, Bubzzz is still pushing with slingers. Some caps coming in, probably. Some camels. Some still adding slingers to the mass. Let's see what we can do. What he's gonna do. A tower trying to do something with the stone that he has, but seems that that's gonna be futile. Blackwoltz almost ready for the bronze. Let's see if he actually does it, because right now he really needs to bronze, get some caps out as well. Problem is that there's still a lot of time to wait before the bronze actually comes. Hopefully he's gonna click right now. So that's gonna be the battle. Vertex still growing, no problem from his side. Genie is still struggling. The Slinger Mass has been cleared out, so 27 population. Producing from 4 barracks. These poor villagers just keep running away. I keep seeing villagers running away from the side of Genie. Genie just struggling left and right. Some camels coming in just to support Bubzzz. I think that's what's happening. Bubzzz is coming here to help him more and more. But these Slinger Mars are going to be cut off guard and they're going to be wiped out because this is way too many caps. Unless he's not paying attention, which is with some caps. Now the caps coming in, trying to get some damage into the base of Bubzzz. Bubzzz seems to be prepared. He even has some chariot archers in his base, in case of anything. In here, I mean, we can see a Slinger Mass coming in here, but still no action, no damage done to Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz, it gets Blackwoltz plenty of time so that he can bronze, and yeah, you can see he's getting ready. He was getting some gold as well, I believe. There was a pit here. There's the pit here, but I don't think he doesn't get anything anymore. He probably wants to boom. Nice wall coming in from Bubzzz here, so he's completely defended against the enemy. Right now, you can see Blackwoltz and Vertex both on bronze. It's gonna be a very tough game. Man, this mass is way too much. You can see Vertex is just gonna feed. He's not even making cavalry. He's just booming to his hard content, getting from 7 town centers. So booming very hard, growing his economy. He's gonna go full on Iron Age anytime soon. You can see he's getting the numbers. He's got plenty of wood. He's getting over 50 people on food, 20 on gold. So he's got this. I would say he's got this. And he's not really struggling. That's Slinger Mass coming on the top, but I don't think this is going to be a threat to Vertex at all. He can just pull this unit back and start doing something. You can see more units coming on in here. He's probably trying to get some gold of Vertex, Genie. Getting some towers. That's a nice way to warn him so that he doesn't come back to these farms. Now these farms are completely warned. So he's just getting tower. This base of Genie is coming completely destroyed. Genie just setting up his base calmly. Doesn't have anything. 18 population against 160. You can tell who's the winner here. And in here, Vertex finally getting some damage, you could say. Some slingers coming in. But it's not really gonna do anything. The caps are coming back. And you can see in the economy, Genie pretty much dead, I would say. Bubzzz having some struggle. Vertex and Blackwoltz completely dominant. Blackwoltz completely safe. I don't think he's even making army units anymore. And this side attack has completely stopped actually. There doesn't seem to be any aggression coming on. And you can see the caps in here coming in to try to get some damage. Bubzzz trying to get some defense. Looks like he's getting a bit of everything. He's getting cavalry. He's getting chariot archers. He's getting siege worship. So a lot of units coming in, but still 2 behind against Vertex Iron units. So 180 population against 104. And keep in mind, this is just against Vertex. Completely healthy in here. Blackwoltz growing as well without any problem. 118 population. Look at this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 town centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them, 7 of them, 8 of them in the same forest. An insane amount of town centers that he's growing his economy so rapidly. It's not even funny. 9, 10, there we go. Like, this is a 2v1 scenario and a very tough one. Bubzzz not gonna have the resources to defend himself, unfortunately. This is just like that way. We're waiting for him to die pretty much. Fortunately, and you can see Vertex putting some towers, guarding up this base. This wall gonna come down. Genie, 2 villagers. I think that's 25 populations somewhere. And some throwers coming in to help cleaning up that base. That's a nice call. You can see 4 villagers here. I don't know where the rest are, man. There we go. There they are. Chopping up some wood in the corner. Not looking good at all. Vertex coming with some caps. Probably gonna go for heavy cap. This guts unit from Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz should be bronzing and ironing anytime soon. You can see 64 population, 164, 202. Both of them really outpowering the Bubzzz and Genie. Genie Production villagers in here, unfortunately. Not much action gonna happen anytime soon. And Bubzzz going like crazy on the camels, but I don't know if that's gonna do anything because Vertex is getting the heavy cap. He'll get some camel of his own. He's getting the Iron Age upgrades, so they are going to outpower him quite easily, even with the Chariot Archers and the Stone Throwers supporting him. You can see the mass is coming in here. The tower microing, so getting some damage in here. The walls clearly coming in. Bubzzz trying to do something, but this damage is way too oppressive. Look at this. More towers coming in. The wall is coming. So nothing like that Bubzzz can do here. The bad walls are coming in. Heavy catapult is in. Heavy cavalry, I mean. And you can see the damage. The attack and the armor just outwearing this camel like crazy. Stone throwers going down. The catapult's going down. The chariot archers going down. And there's the aftermath of an intense battle. Intense battle. Power of the Iron Age just too much against against Bubzzz, and Bubzzz not doing anything anymore, calling GG. So it was expected. It was GG for a while, to be honest, but of course I don't blame them for trying. The numbers just looking too overwhelming in here. You can see no, oh my god, the Blackwoltz was coming bananas. It was going bananas as well. You can see all these horse archers. He was about to hit the Iron Age, so the horse archers and the catapult were crazy. ¿Cuánto terminó el juego anterior? 3-0, Tilino. Perdí con Genie. Genie y yo contra Genie y yo. Y había otro que era Vertex, Macri y contra Morek y yo, pero ese no lo hemos concluido. O sea, según yo ya jugó contra Macri, ya no puede juntarse con él, según yo. Okay. We are back with another game number 2 now. This is Hell Country. We're starting off with Vertex, with Team Vertex and Blackwoltz on the top side. Vertex has Palmyran, so it's an interesting start for him. He already has some gazelles in here. Nice placement of the granary. He's got some gazelles. He's up on some elephants. He's actually got a pretty good base. More gazelles, more berries, like very easy to wall if you ask me. With only this bag gap being the real problem, but it's manageable. So I think it's a very good base from the side of Vertex. On the other side, right side, got Blackwoltz as Egyptian. Egyptian getting his charge archers and cheaper farms. He's gonna play it quite nicely if he goes into bronze. You can see he's already getting some berries in here. Some elephants on the front. He can lure those without a problem. I don't know, it's kind of a safe base, but it requires a lot of exploration from this part. This top part is very open though. I don't think this is gonna be a good basement. Goose walling is gonna require a bit of improvisation, a little bit of time. You can see he already found these elephants. Actually, that's pretty wild. I mean, building a house. So he's already trying to close this gap, get these elephants in, start getting his economy. Should be a nice base, even if he tries to walk for it. Like, he's got plenty of little holes he can close. Next, we got Bubzzz as Carthaginian. Carthaginian having those extra 50 resources on the start is very good to pretty much anything. Bronze setups, rushes. You can see he's moving, having some troubles luring these gazelles, so he's gonna move his villagers on the back so that he can get those units without a problem. Nice pit placement in here, covering all these woods. Now his villager can lure without any problem at all. Got 6 gazelles in here. So let's see. He's got a kind of wallable place. This looks easily wallable if he decides to do it. A nice corner in here with protected by this cliff. Kind of a big wall. Not so safe base, but I would say it's manageable if he does it with time. Last but not least, we got Genie as Shang. So Shang having that bonus of cheaper villagers is always a good thing. You can see he's already got his pit in a nice placement on the back. Already lured his gazelles. Probably exploring this place. This is an excellent place for a gazelle. Wow. Seven gazelles, gold, wood. This is an excellent pit placement. It would be incredible to put a pit there. Later on, because he already has his pit set up, so you can see he's exploring a bit of everywhere. Like his painter is going forward, and his base kind of open. Like the main place would be the closest part, like probably in this area uphill, so that you don't die to rushes. But actually, he has a lot of openings that are kind of slow to close. So he better get ready. Seems like he's gonna try to go for a small base in here, which makes perfect sense. You can see he's already tooling. Bubzzz still not tooling, 20 population. Vertex already tooling, and Blackwoltz still not tooling. So he's actually going for 24 population. So he's probably going for a bronze. That's very interesting. As you can see in the economy, 24, 20, 20, 20. So Blackwoltz going for the bold move of going iron. He runs. He probably got a lot of food. He's already luring the gazelles on the top here. That's a very nice goal. He's got his pit in a very safe position. He's got some a granary here as well. You can see he's not lacking any food source at all. He already closed this part. So his economy is kind of spread out, which sounds like a bad thing, but it's actually it's going to be harder for him to get rushed by, because the enemy has to scout more. And you can see Slinger's Bubzzz putting a base, some units in the middle, getting some clubmen, but not really getting anything out of it. You can see the mess is really happening. Genie putting a paint very dangerously forward. The armor is here. The attack over is not coming yet, but they're coming. And you can see, I just remember these are Palmyran villagers. So 20 villagers as Palmyran is actually a bold move, because he's gonna be able to defend himself quite nicely. He might have wanted to bronze, but you can see now he's putting a pit here, no fear. Getting the food here as well. So you can see getting all his resources coming. Vertex getting the food, trying to get the most of his getting some Axemen to protect himself. Fully upgraded Axemen. Genie fully upgraded as well. 2 Axemen coming in. Just one barrack, but 1 range coming in too. However, Vertex is already expecting me with 1 barrack as well. You can see the engagement is coming. 3v3, 4v4. The bowman coming. This is gonna be a nice engagement for Vertex. Vertex, nice micro in there from Genie. Genie trying to get some damage on the bowman. The bowman being microed so that he doesn't die. Nicely done from there. The bowman having a bowman battle. Nice micro. Vertex just avoiding the death of this poor bowman. Barely surviving with 2 hit points. This is gonna be a good scenario for him to defend himself. Vertex is still growing. Not making unit anymore. Bubzzz on the other side seems to be harassing Blackwoltz big time. Actually, looks like this is not gonna go good for him. We're gonna get some walls in here. Blackwoltz not having a good time for sure. Getting some bowmans in his base. Another building here. Getting some protection. Just making sure he does not get found. Seems that the Axemen are paying off from the side of Bubzzz. Bubzzz doing plenty of damage. Bubzzz in the open, actually. But getting some resource. Starting to wall off, so. Looking good. ¿Qué pasó?
No, hijo, nos vamos a bañar.
¿Van a salir?
Vamos a ir a llevarlo.
Looks like Vertex has cleared everything out from Genie. Genie not really seeing any unit in here. I don't know if he has used this time to wall himself. Well, he has. He's getting a very big wall off. Might as well, I guess. This pit, that's a weird pit. 1 gazelle being wasted. 1 being used here. Another gazelle being here. A weird position. A lot of walls coming in here. Bubzzz walling off. Slowly but surely. Still open. Both players doing what they can. Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz is fine. He seems to be fine. Just making bowmen, getting food. A lot of bowmen actually. You can see he's not really struggling anymore with the X-Men of Bubzzz. Bubzzz switching off to Slingers, which I guess is a good call. Wish this game had a larger player base. Yeah, I wish that too, man. But that's why we try to do some tourneys once in a while so that people get to know this game. Some people don't even know about this game at all. It's a pretty good game. You can see the bowman's having a bad engagement, but that's expected against the Slingers being cleared off. However, his Blackwoltz taking this time to try to wall. Looks like that's gonna be the end of the plan. Vertex going off like crazy, getting some resources everywhere he can. His base is completely cleaned out, so not really struggling. Getting all the resources, so he's growing quite nicely, I would say. There are still some resources in here on the left he hasn't found. Once he found them, that's going to be a lot of damage. You can see Bowman and X-Men are coming to the bottom of the base, and Genie's already fully walled up, so no really as worry about it. He has an opening here, though. Let's see if that comes into play later on. In this part, it seems the rush has been controlled. However, now it's up to Blackwoltz to have some problems. If he's gonna try to probably make some scouts again. He really needs to some units in the front against his because his bowmans are gonna get wiped out just like that, unfortunately. More slingers coming in. Blackwoltz not in a good spot at all. He has plenty of units. Like, he's not dead, but okay. Vertex is coming to bronze, so he's might help him out without any trouble. This guy seems to be stuck. So you can see Blackwoltz still making bowman. He's making some X-Men now to defend himself. But I don't think Vertex might help him out pretty soon. But the iron is coming. I thought my cat was crying. And you can see actually Blackwoltz completely walled himself off. So almost completely walled himself off. So very nice base he's got. He's got plenty of places to run. If he needs to. Looks like he doesn't need to because he's now coming back and getting some damage. Vertex coming for the bronze already. I wonder if Genie bronzing as well, so not so far behind against Vertex. Bubzzz coming to bronze as well, so the only one behind seems to be Blackwoltz by a small line. 49 population against 42 population, so Bubzzz actually has lower numbers, but Genie in Blackwoltz, Bubzzz seems to have a better economy. Now that he's gonna get completely walled, he's gonna be up to the boom of Blackwoltz. You can see Bubzzz making some cavalry, probably trying to get some damage, but he's already completely walled in, so no worries in anywhere. He needs to get to bronze now, though. Bubzzz, I wonder if he's still open. He's still kind of... No, he's not open, okay. I know, he's got some units outside, but he's protected. On the other hand, Genie going compulse. Yeah, it's an interesting call. So he's getting ready to do some pain damage with some compulse. However, the distance here is very far. Like, I don't know if that's gonna do a lot. Vertex getting some... Okay, making a short sword swirl for scouting. You can see the short sword is dying to a lion. That's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a tough one. The lion, he's gonna kill. Damn, the lion too strong against the short sword, people. That is interesting. Caps coming from Teal. Teal probably going to attack Vertex now. Vertex not really open, but he's getting his economy set up. And he's gonna get some time to... Holy shit. Some walls happen here. And I missed it. Composites are coming in from Genie. Genie is still growing. Strong in his base, actually. He already has his government center. I wonder if Bubzzz has it. I don't think he does yet. But they have Bubzzz has a very forward base, so that's gonna help him out a lot to get his units going. You can see he's already putting a siege workshop, so players going against holy shit against Vertex, and I don't blame him after seeing these walls. Blackwoltz fully going defense triple layer walls. That's got very nice, very tough defense from Blackwoltz not sweating it, not taking any chances. And you can see Vertex not having the same luck, unfortunately. Looks like he's gonna try to quickly wall this. Nice wall. So medium walls coming as well, so he doesn't want to take his chances. The composites are coming now, so that's gonna be a tough call. Attack upgrades. He already has both attack upgrades, so the composites might do some damage in here. Slingers come, blue units coming. Vertex trying to get some damage, some time in his base. The stone thrower is here though. This might be a dangerous attack from Vertex. You can see not a good looking in the base of Vertex. Vertex getting some damage. Looks like between the composites and the cavalry from Bubzzz, Vertex is gonna struggle big time. Blackwoltz going charted archers, 4 charted archers coming in from his base, from his range. As a catapult already in, he's probably gonna try to get some conversions as well, which is a good call considering the amount of units there are around here. Some towers coming up from the side of Vertex. Vertex getting some more stone because he really needs it. Another tower upgrade coming, more walls coming in. So Vertex still getting a lot of time despite everything. More towers coming on the back, more protection coming, more units coming, more protection. Stone throwers, 2 stone throwers already in, so that's a lot of stone thrower damage actually. Vertex being forced to make some walls because he really doesn't have the protection, the units to protect himself with. And you can see quick walls coming in, left and right, caps coming in quickly. Nice protection from Vertex, still getting as little damage as possible. More towers are coming up. Charger archers are coming on this side, so getting some damage. And they can help out Vertex a little bit. You can see the camels are gonna try to do damage actually, but the problem is that these units need more armor. Egyptians have tankier charted archers, but I don't know if that's gonna be too effective. This center tower coming down, that's gonna be very bad. Because he now is gonna be completely open. 1 villager going out unfortunately, but still being protected from the units are always a good thing. It's always a good thing that he still got himself some time to breathe. And little by little, the time is running out. Vertex not having a good time making some units in his basement. I don't see these units coming into play anywhere. Where are his units actually? Vertex. Oh, there we go. They're the camels. Those are the camels. I'm surprised. After all, he was able to defend himself quite nicely. Vertex and Blackwoltz doing an excellent job. Blackwoltz going charted archers to support him. Doing an excellent job with the damage, soaking it up with the 4 armor and the tanky health. 106 hit point, a lot to deal with. However, the damage is being kind of spread out between the siege workshop, so he could use a bit more walls. Very weird opening we got here from the side of Bubzzz not using all of his units. Looks like he's got some camels. The attack seems to be concentrated in between Genie. Vertex kind of fine. 62 population. Bubzzz 72 population against no. Okay, Genie is 100 population. Bubzzz 173 population. Vertex 67 and Blackwoltz 118. So kinda Blackwoltz is the one that receiving the sweet part. He's just exploiting his economy. His base is completely fine. He's just helping out his teaming. You can see the charter archers getting a big numbers, big enough that Bubzzz can no longer do the damage that he would like to do. In the meantime, Vertex is just growing, getting some armor, getting some camels, so that he can counter these camels that are coming from the side of Genie. Genie gonna get in very quickly on this part. Very nice quick wall in there from Vertex. Vertex doing an excellent quick wall that just saved this little person, and now he can freely boom. He can freely boom without fearing of raids anymore. And you can see Vertex, the Palmyran from Bubzzz units are going back. The chariot archers are chasing them out. You can see Song not having any trouble. Genie coming to help. The battle. This is still winnable by Song, if you ask me. Stone Thrower coming in to input some damage. However, he's being tanked out a lot. And this just goes out without killing anybody. And you can see they are getting pushed out of the base of Vertex quite nicely. So more towers coming into the defense. Vertex doesn't seem to be struggling anymore in his base. We take a look at the economy. You can see 122, 75, 71 against 91 and 75. So I would say Song has the upper hand in here. Genie having a lot more population. Vertex has a lot of numbers, but like these are Palmyran villagers. Like he has the same number than Carthaginian, but his villagers are way much better. So I still say the Vertex has some sort of upper hand. You can see in this part, Chariot are just coming like crazy. Not temples, but I have not seen any conversion. Did he convert anything? He hasn't converted anything, and he has like 5 priests already. That's kind of interesting. He could try to get this with the +3 range. It helps out a lot. Only Blackwoltz is going for the Iron Age. That's a big mass from Genie. Genie going bananas and Iron Age as well. Blackwoltz going Iron Age as well. Vertex going Iron Age. Bubzzz going Iron Age. So everyone click Iron Age almost at the same time. That's gonna be a very interesting rush. Very interesting Iron Age. 4 of them battling. Blackwoltz running, probably trying to get some time while he push onwards. Cavalry is chasing him from the side of Bubzzz. Bubzzz, despite everything, his base kind of small, if you ask me. Like in comparison to, for example, what Blackwoltz has. Probably should have tried to expand a bit more. Try to get these forward goals would have helped out a lot. And these caps from Bubzzz are dying out, so. Looking from Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz seems to be running all around so that to see what damage he can get. It doesn't seem he was going to be getting any damage at all. The same here, maybe Genie kind of wasting all this area, but doing a nice job. This base completely defended. Vertex growing without any problem. Genie being the first one to come to the Iron Age, already getting the heavy cavalry update, so he's going to go for Cataphracts for sure. Probably with some support of the siege. You can see he's already making some stone throwers and he's getting the catapult upgrade. So gonna go full force against Vertex. Next we got Genie and then Blackwoltz almost at the same time getting to the Iron Age. And last but not least Vertex. Vertex getting the upgrades, getting some more stone upgrades, getting the 3rd upgrade. So the guard tower. Stone throwers and horse archers already coming in as well. So Vertex ready for his defense, not struggling at all. This side we can see Blackwoltz looks like he's gonna go full side chariot. You can see he's got stone throwers. I mean chariot archers to defend himself. 243 population, that's a very big number. Side chariots already coming in, but remember that's a very slow upgrade, so it's gonna take some time for him to get ready. In this side we can see the battle is already going hard. Vertex getting chariot archers, horse archers, and stone throwers getting their damage. Palmyra having some good stone throwers, lacking this engineering upgrade though. But Shank does also lack the engineering. I think the last heavy catapult upgrade, so technically the Palmyran villagers, the Palmyran catapults are still better. There we go. We got the upgrade first from Vertex. Genie doesn't have the upgrade just yet. I think he unclicked it, because I saw him click first. But Vertex not sweating it, still getting his catapults. He's being completely defended. Getting ballistics, getting alchemy, getting a lot of economy actually. 153, he needs to grow out of this little corner that's completely empty. Elephant archers coming in combination of the chariot archers, pushing onwards on the base. You can see priests coming in as well in the mix. Carthaginians are gonna come in. Stone thrower, that might do a lot if Blackwoltz is not paying attention. They might get in without any trouble. Towers coming from the side of... Well, nice shot in there with that stone thrower. killing 4 villages with one shot. Side turrets are already coming in though, so not gonna be able to do much. Cartaginian Horse Archer, I don't know if that was the best call. He should have got full on Centurion. However, yeah, you can see Blackwoltz wasn't very prepared with some priests, so not really doing much anymore in this base. This map looks way too big, and I don't think Bubzzz has the units to handle it. You can see more upgrades coming from the temples. So, getting 2 upgrades, getting the gold upgrade, which is pretty useful. Bubzzz, 242 population from Blackwoltz against 118 population from Bubzzz. Very low on population, actually. That's not a good indicator. You can see 105 against 162, so Blackwoltz 50 bleeders above, and it's showing because these Carthaginian phalanx are not even fully upgraded, and they are too little in number. You can see the result, they're being wiped out. This part has been wiped out. There's nothing much in this part. I don't know if Bubzzz has something like just sending them forward is not a good call, and but the units keep piling on. You can see he made archery range probably to get those priests that are killing, then will convert his centurions. But it's gonna be a matter of time. I don't think this is a good engagement like from Bubzzz. Genie on the other hand seems to be having a good time setting up all his base forward. 150 population against 160, so Vertex has kind of catched on. It's gonna be able to defend, getting a lot of gold. No much action, I think. The main action seems to be going in this part. He's got the ballista tower upgrade. That's actually pretty interesting because he's gonna hold his ground quite nicely with those. He's got horse archers, but not fully upgraded horse archers just yet, so still a bit weak, but he is gonna be able to push along with the towers like this. You can see it's showing. The towers are putting a lot of effort, getting some protection against these cataphracts. Not even cataphracts, these are still heavy cavalry after all this time. So that's definitely not a good look in from the side of Genie. Genie kind of struggling the food, the gold, and not getting the upgrade he needs is not a good sign actually. You can see the horse archers coming. The Genie being forced to run from this gold, getting some more resources on this part. On this part you can see Blackwoltz not doing it. Blackwoltz doing way too good, destroying Bubzzz. Bubzzz having some LE archers now. Not fully upgraded, but they have enough health to survive this, but the lack of alchemy and probably ballistics is gonna show, and you can see Bubzzz running out of gold. He's actually run out of gold, and you can the gold that he has been camped out. Some towers coming to support, but both players, Genie and Blackwoltz, being completely overwhelming. Bubzzz and Genie being overwhelmed by the power of Blackwoltz and Vertex. Blackwoltz starting to get some damage in the Genie base. Genie with these weak walls, small walls are not gonna be. He's gonna be overwhelmed. Look at this. The mass is coming. The line of units is coming like that crazy, and Genie doesn't have anything here. Nothing at all. Yep. GG. That's gonna be GG. It was very tough, and you can see he was being cleaned out as well. So losing in here and not having anything here was like a decisive shot. Ooh, that's a very tough. That was a very tough game. Third game, and I think it's Highland again. Hill country. It was Hill country in the previous one as well. So Ascan is gonna be. Third game is gonna be Hill country. That's gonna be pretty interesting, given how the last one turned out. They might do a lot. Taking a look on this, we got Team Vertex and Team Blackwoltz on the right bottom side, respectively. You can see on the top side we got Vertex as Yamato, and we got in 4 units, 4 villagers already. In a nice position. Weird position actually. Like there's a tree here getting in the way. But other than that, this looks like an excellent defensive base. Like very easy to wall. Only the major problem being in this part, but I think that's a good base to defend yourself on the front. On the bottom, we got his teammate, Blackwoltz, already luring at gazelles in here. From the bottom side, he is Carthaginian, so plus 50 resources already let him start up quite nicely. He's got his 5 on berries, so no special push in there. Actually, a safe base as well. Look at this, so also protected, naturally protected. Gold, wood, some uphealing here in the problem, but looks manageable. And some wall in the back, so probably just best to try to get a base in here as well. It's interesting. Both players pretty far away, but pretty defensible bases if you ask me. And the food, actually, there's very nice food amount in here at 6. So I think it's best for him to just try to get in here, a wall in here, and then just exploit this food. The other side, we got Genie on the left side as Shang. Shang, again, bonus helping him out, getting him set up. Bit of an idle villager in there, he probably trying to chop wood. Really luring some gazelles. He really has an elephant here. Probably was very close in his base. Some more gazelles on the front, a bit too far. Actually, he seems to have kind of an open base, if you can see. Like, he's got a nice placement here that he can easily close, but this part seems pretty open. No specificity on how to close it. He would probably try to close this and then this. Then leave this as the only opening. The very big opening, if you ask me. ¿Listo?
Tu cargador, hijo.
Ah, pues no me encontraba. Uy, sí, se ve bien preocupada.
Nos vemos.
Cuídense. Ok. Muy bien, padre. Ok. Last but not least, we got Bubzzz. Phoenician. Can already put a nice pit between the wood and gazelles. Having some berries in here. Kind of wall this place. I think that's a nice little base. He's probably trying to corner himself in this little back. That would not be actually a bad idea. However, he also has this place he can wall. We got a very defensive base with the only major opening being here. Maybe it's the best that he just tries to go back instead of cornering himself. But he probably hasn't explored the whole map, so let's see how that goes. Another granary? That's a kind of a weird, I think, weird start. It's probably bugberries. I did not notice. He had some here and then 2 more here. But he's Phoenician, so he can afford it. He has the wood for it. He's already clicked the bronze. All players going 20. Blackwoltz probably having a tougher time in the previous game, not deciding to risk it this time. You can see very big wall off in here, natural wall off actually. You can see he's closing almost all of this. He's got plenty of exploration. You can see exploration really pays off in here. A very dangerous paint coming in here. On the side of from the side of Genie, but Genie being completely intercepted and Blackwoltz not putting a stable on his face, so he's completely safe now from Genie. I mean, Blackwoltz just safe. Like, really, there's no more point saying anything else. There's much food here. He's got the food. He doesn't have the need to farm anytime soon. We're trying to get some scouting going so that he can try to kill this guy. And yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's got a scout. He's already going in. Fully attack, upgrade. You can see nice interception in here. Stopping the painter. You can see Genie granary, bold of him to put a granary in the face of the paint. Another barrack coming in, so might not be a good thing, but he's paying attention, so he's not gonna die anytime soon. You can see villagers coming in without any problem. The scout already has found out the painter, so the painter struggle. I'm gonna have some trouble in there. Gonna go down, unfortunately for him. Genie having a range in here as well, so it's interesting. He will go making some scouts to protect him. He's more focusing on growing. Already closed back his base. Genie still getting some slingers coming, but no upgrade. Not gonna be able to do anything anytime soon. You can see Scout numbers are just gonna grow and pile on. Get this base cleared out. On the other hand, you can see Genie will not wasting any time training some bowmen in his base. Probably it's for prevention, but that's gonna be not needed at all because yeah, Bird probably block the priority of Blackwoltz right now. It's gonna be to clean himself out. Or never mind, he's got some explorers looking around, so you can see the Genie stopped making units in here, so not a problem at all. Maybe if he focuses fires, he can do something, but Blackwoltz has defended himself very nicely, actually. Already hit his walls, getting his food. He still has some food. He's growing like crazy. You can see he's already found out some the base of the units of Genie outside. Even if there are a few, there are still a unit. And the 3 scouts are coming in to do an engagement. You can see nice battle coming in, getting the bowman, getting 1 villager out. So the damage is still open, dude. No, that sucks so much. Genie getting opened up by some dumb heal trap. But nice defense right there. Actually, the bone doing a lot. Probably because he's uphill. But you can see this last scout's gonna be intercepted. That's gonna be the last of these scouts. 1 villager going down though. So he was able to kill 3 villagers, which is good return of investment. On the other side, we can see Bubzzz trying to get some damage as well, but not really doing anything. The Vertex going Yamato Bowman, which is kind of weird, but I guess he wanted to go composites in the future. You can see Vertex not having a good time. Just Bowman for some reason. He's getting some slingers now out, but they're not close and they're gonna take some time. So Vertex trying to make it with what he gets with the units that he has. Still doing some damage. They still do damage, the bowmans, just not as much as we would like to. You can see Vertex using this time to do a quick wall, costing him 1 villager though, 2 villagers, but getting himself enough time to survive up against these rush fobs while he gets his numbers. And you can see Bubzzz still no upgrade. What the hell? He's focusing too much in the number, not getting the attack upgrade. It's gonna be crucial. Vertex still doesn't have the attack upgrade as well, but he's not going as heavy in the numbers. He's just getting it just now. Actually, Vertex not taking any chances. But Bubzzz not having the attack upgrade for some reason. I wonder if he forgot about it. On this part, you can see scouts trying to get the base of scout from Blackwoltz trying to get the base of Bubzzz. Bubzzz prepared. This house, he seems to be not paying attention. Let's see if he does or he does not. Maybe he does not, but you can see the mass in here. It's equating from between Blackwoltz and between Genie and in between Vertex and Bubzzz. So 28 population from Bubzzz against 48 population. So economy-wise, Vertex is still too strong, and it's gonna be a matter of time before he numbers the units from Bubzzz. You can see Genie has went to bronze as well. An interesting call. 2 caps, whale coming in, 34 population. Bubzzz going Blackwoltz, 52 population, still not bronze. Just about to click actually. And you can see he just clicked, getting to bronze. Completely safe. Getting some weird wall off in there. I don't know what's that about. Defended his base, cleaned up the barracks. You can see Genie coming with some caps trying to kill him. I don't know if that's gonna pay off anytime soon. He might. Let's see, because Blackwoltz is gonna get ready. Gonna come with another stable, so we're sure gonna go some of those Carthaginian camels. Very dangerous with the extra hit point in this part. You can see Vertex and Blackwoltz. Vertex and Bubzzz are still going at it. 15 population from Bubzzz. What the hell? Oh no! He did not pay attention to the damn house, dude. He got the attack upgrade from Bubzzz. Oh no! That is literally the worst case scenario. A cab coming in, but what's the point anymore? The slingers in here are just gonna be outnumbered anytime soon with the economy numbers. You can see, that's awful. That's a very awful scenario, man. You hate to see the Bubzzz 15 population still producing from 3 barracks, so he wants to do something, but you can see Blackwoltz with some scouts are coming in to help his teammate. You can see all these units are gonna be wiped out, man. Not a good look, not a good look at all from Blackwoltz. I mean, from Bubzzz. Nice teamwork in there from Vertex and Blackwoltz, actually. They were able to do it, to defend themselves quite nicely. Some capsule coming in from Genie. Blackwoltz having some camels as well. Getting the armors, so it's gonna be a very tanky for him, for Genie to deal with him. But this is not looking like a good scenario for him. He's gonna take his chance to boom a little bit. But now, Bubzzz has to come back somehow. And you can see he's been completely wiped out from the base. He's not gonna be able to do anything anymore. Listen, you hate to see it. Some group units in the berries. That's a good thing. He needs as much food as he can, but unfortunately, I would say this is a GG scenario as well. You can see the timeline. Both players in bronze from Vertex and Blackwoltz against Genie and Bubzzz. Bubzzz being completely wiped out and not even close to a click, so you can see 53, 45, 48, 22. Not a good look at all, man. Oh boy, and the camel fight. I think it's gonna be the last engagement. Brown has a mix of both. He's got attack and defense. He has the second armor upgrade, but he doesn't have the nobility, which is something that actually I think Carthaginian already has, as you can see. Is it? Yeah, I think he does. I forgot the numbers. But Blackwoltz Carthaginians are just wiping out, man. It's gonna be a camel fight and not a good one, because Blackwoltz has an advantage in there. You can see Blackwoltz just going bananas with the population. 5 down centers already popping in. And the camels not really doing anything. You can see the mass of Genie having some numbers, but not really enough numbers. Genie 4 units, nobility just coming in, so you can see he did not have the upgrade, which is gonna help out. Both players with their camels fully upgraded, so it's a good camel battle. But it's a matter of time. Unfortunately, the camels, the stables are coming down. Genie doesn't seem to care, but I mean, his numbers are way too much, and you can see the numbers are coming down. Blackwoltz not even worried anymore, just popping up town centers outside of his base. Probably, I couldn't blame him, considering that the other player is dead and Genie is completely in the ropes in here against Blackwoltz. Engagement camp battle coming in. This engagement seems that Genie has the numbers. Both players, he was waiting for nobility, 143 against 143. But the one missing the upgrades would be Blackwoltz then, because they have the same numbers and Carthaginians do have more hit points. Nice engagement. Genie getting himself a bit of time, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Let's see if he finds these paints that could do a lot of damage for Blackwoltz. You can see the camels are coming in from brown. However, Blackwoltz is expecting it. So it's going to be it's going to be another back camel battle in here in the middle. We got this. And you can see Genie's kind of seems like he was caught off guard because he's pulling back. He probably wants to get some more numbers. Yeah, he wants to regroup his unit probably. But not a bad call from him. Blackwoltz just 116 population against Genie 86 population. So still 20 population behind the economy. Looking 108 from Blackwoltz against 70 from Genie. Genie not even very behind, unfortunately, producing from only 3 town centers. On the other hand, you can see Blackwoltz producing from everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 town centers now. So going without hit problem. And Vertex, we completely missed him out, but he's already Iron Age with 100 population. So he also went bananas on the booming. And you can see he's already getting some horse archers, and that's a very killing factor against Genie with his camels. And Bob has just resigned because of course it was too much. non-surprisingly. GG on this part. Blackwoltz and Team Blackwoltz and Vertex, just a too strong combination if you ask me. That was a very tough battle. And you can see very decisive economy, 79 against 28 against 118 and 90, so lots of damage in there for Team Genie and Bubzzz.